This is Grady. We've already helped him generate over $50,000 with his coaching program. And recently he asked me, Edmund, how do we turn this into a $100,000 a month business? So in this video, I'm breaking down the exact changes we're making to this offer, marketing, and sales system to get him there. All right, Grady, introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and how much money I've made you, bro.
All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Grady Sells. I own a service-based business out here in Arizona. I originally met Edmund about 11 months ago. I've been connected with him, and I wanted to start my coaching offer. So I messaged him, "Hey, I want to get my coaching offer going." He basically explained to him explained to me how the program works, and specifically, how the program LLC runs their coaching offer, how they're specifically able to scale people, their systems, everything like that. I was pretty interested, so I went with his agency, signed with him. And ever since then, we made about $50,000 with coaching. Currently, we're doing a monthly recurring revenue model. And yeah, we're switching into high ticket offer. And yeah, I own a window cleaning business, and I show people how to, scale and start their window cleaning businesses. And Edmund has really helped me, acquire new acquisition systems in terms of running ads, and organic strategies and stuff like that to get more clients.
Now let's get right into it. Every single offer that I manage utilizes the OMS system, which stands for Offer, Marketing, and Sales. So first thing we're going to start with is what I think is the most important is marketing. So Grady, go on ahead and kind of tell people. Let's start off with your Instagram profile. Let's start off with your bio right now.
Yeah, so Edmund is really this is the thing about Edmund, about the program in general, specifically Edmund, is he knows content. And the people that work for the program LLC know content, and they specifically have audited my profile and showed me the best way to go about things. So you can see my profile here. I sold a window cleaning business, and I now own one doing $120,000 per month. Who am I? What do I do? That's as simple as Edmund has shown me what I want to do in my profile. So I own a window cleaning business. I sold one. Okay, that's credibility. I'm doing $120,000 per month. That's who I am. DM me tech to scale your window cleaning business. DM me a simple word to actually grow your window cleaning business. For anyone that owns a window cleaning business or wants to start one, they can DM me tech, get directly connected with me. And then as well, Edmund has also told me, we're doing a YouTube funnel. So, we have my YouTube in my bio. So for anyone that wants to kind of learn more about me, they can go to my YouTube, learn more about me, and then they'll purchase my info product offer.
So for this consultant right here, what we have is basically number one is he tells people exactly what he does, right? What he does, any sort of results that he has there. And we have a DM starter right now in place in his DMs that anytime someone DMs him the word tech, obviously goes through, qualifies them and sees if they're qualified, and then books them on the call. And then we have a YouTube link because the reality is that most of your sales are going to come from YouTube. So whenever we send people to YouTube, it nurtures them a little bit more and gets them closer to that buying stage. Now let's go over your highlights a little bit right here. Now this is something that I think we set up. Let me see when you started posting these. Actually, these aren't accurate, but highlights right here are very, very important because when someone goes onto your profile, Grady, they see who you are. If they're interested in coaching, they're going to go to Students W, they're going to go to clients, they're going to go to some sort of results to see whether or not they should trust you. Because yeah, you do have the cards, the R8, the M4, all of that stuff, but people also want to see results. Because there's someone who has a fucking Lambo, and then there's another person who has a fucking Pagani, right? But what's going to separate them, do they actually have the results to say, to have the authority that they have? So not only that, but you also have business results there, which is really, really good because you have to prove to people that you actually do what you say, you do. Now, let's go over your content a little bit here on Instagram Reels. What's your angle with them and, what is, your goal with all that?
So specifically my angle for content is, you can kind of see here just on the last, so specifically we're doing about 3 to 5 videos a day. Specifically my angle on content is we're trying to go in the way of just posting everything that comes to my mind. So everything that comes to my mind in terms of day-to-day of owning a business, that's what I'm trying to post. I'm trying to post whatever comes to my mind, I'm gonna post it. Okay, if I come to my mind, if I'm working on financial stuff, I'm gonna post about financial stuff. If I'm working on technicians, I'm gonna post about technician stuff like that. I'm gonna really post just whatever comes to my mind. But for the most part, I just post what issues people, and we hop on a lot of calls with people that own window cleaning businesses, and obviously, people inside my coaching program, I know what they struggle with, so I make videos based off what they struggle with. And a lot of the things, for example, a lot of people in my coaching program, my specific niche, an example, they do everything themselves. So I make a lot of videos about how business owners, service-based business owners, do everything themselves. I make businesses based off that so we can find that pain point, because obviously the people that we're hopping on calls with, this is the issue they're having. So how do we bring them in? We make videos based off the issues they're having and tell them that we can fix it.
Yeah, so before someone hops on a call, or goes through your funnel, they have some sort of issue, right? So every single piece of content that Grady posts, one way, shape, or form, targets a specific pain point. For example, even watch me close a $500 deal. There's people, if you look at this right here, this is at the comfort of his apartment. He's just sitting there cold calling. There is people in the window cleaning space right now that rely solely on knocking.
Yeah.
They maybe don't want to knock. They don't want to do that. They want to sit at home, be able to call up leads and get a deal.
Exactly, right? and no one and that's something that no one, people in the window cleaning industry, they want to do. They want to get away from mindlessly knocking doors, and they want to close deals from the comfort of their own home for their service-based business. Boom! I'm posting a video about that. If you want to know how to do it, message me.
Exactly.
And again, that's also building a rapport for like me actually owning a business, because like I actually own a very successful business and I really do this shit for the last 3 years. I've done this and I know what I'm doing when it comes to business. But then as well, it comes down to like, okay, I'm very good at the business, but I'm also very good at coaching people on how to start the business.
Yeah. And when someone sees this right here, let's just say, for example, they have a home service business, right? They see this video right here. They just see that this guy's just closed a $500 deal. What they're going to do is they're going to go to his profile. They're going to read exactly what it is that he does, and then they're going to watch this pin video right here. Now, this pin video tells them exactly who he is and what he does. So there is no complication. There is no, I don't know who this guy is, because his pin video tells you exactly what he does. And if they keep watching over a period of time, what's going to happen is they're either, number one, going to DM you the word tech and then start going through the sales process, or number two, they're going to go to your YouTube. So let's get to YouTube right now.
And real quick for the profile picture as well, this is something I learned from another one of my friends that also sells an info product, is when you have your profile picture, clear picture of my face, clear as day picture of my face. You can see it's not a picture of me flashing money or some stupid profile picture that's unprofessional, and like, you want a professional picture. You can see this picture is very professional. It's very clear in my face. You can clearly see what I look like. I'm wearing a collared shirt, and you can obviously see in the background I'm sitting in the bucket seats of a BMW M3. So there's a little bit of credibility there. It's the little things that kind of matter there.
Exactly. And a lot of people are not going to see that. So good thing for you pointing that out. But let's get right into the YouTube. Now, mind you, with Grady, we started working with Grady in June of 2025. We worked together for 3 months, but that's when he moved here in Arizona. So he was super busy on the field and actually getting himself outside of the business. So he was very, very busy. So we kind of halted it. Now I'm going to show you some of the content when we were working together was around this month. I would say from right here around.
No, way.
That's it.
I would say way even like here.
Around here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was around here. These are at least the 2 videos I know that we launched up. But around this time, he was very, very busy. But this is where we were working with him back in May. I think we worked together for like 3 months. We generated $24,000 over those 3 months. But it was very, very solid. Now, we started working together again. Let's kind of go over this, because this is one of your highest performing videos that we've had so far.
We really only started working together like a month ago, and we've just been seeing results.
Yeah.
That it's just been... obviously nothing's going to happen immediately, but we've been seeing a lot of momentum getting built. But yeah, we started working together, I mean literally a month ago again, really dialing things down, because I've had a lot more time to spend on the actual info product, and I really wanted to dial in with things. We're building a lot of momentum, and we're getting traction with everything. So yeah, we've seen a lot of traction with that.
Now, if you take a look at the videos right here, there's testimonials that go up with students, because obviously not everyone's going to buy just by seeing your face. They need to get sold to. So the testimonials right there do that. We have numerous videos that we have our team actually go through and kind of give him that ideation to post them. For example, this
like warehouse window cleaning. Like, this video is literally me coming in and showing people the warehouse and showing them all my equipment for my window cleaning. Again, an example of a video that Edmund told me to make. I was like, Edmund, should I make this video? He's like, yes, make that video. Literally of me going through the warehouse of my window cleaning business, all the equipment that I own. There's no more social proof I can show that I actually own that business than going to a warehouse showing $30,000 of equipment. and making a video on it.
Exactly, because a lot of people could talk. They can say, "Oh, I make X amount of money.
Yeah.
Oh, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have a pet house." But actually going to a fucking warehouse and showing the equipment, actually showing the day to day of being the business owner, because people buy.
Yeah.
Also, to a degree, if you're still in the trenches with them.
Yeah.
Right. So like they want to actually make sure that, okay, this guy actually understands what I'm going through. Right. So we have videos like that all throughout the YouTube channel, and like I told you guys earlier, YouTube is the main driving when it comes to sales. Like, the reason for that is because Google has something called the 7-11-4 rule. In order for someone to buy from your coaching program, buy any sort of your service online, they have to consume 7 hours of your content. And it's a lot easier for them to do it on YouTube because almost every single video is around maybe 10 minutes long, right? Whereas on short form, it's around 30 seconds long. You know what I mean? So YouTube is a very, very, very big thing. Now, let's go over your TikTok shortly.
And for YouTube, that's another thing that Edmonds really showed me is like, he's helped me realize that YouTube is like 99% of actually closing mentorship deals.
What's your TikTok?
On my TikTok is Grady Sold.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And
There
my
you go.
TikTok did get banned.
Your
My
TikTok did get
TikTok
banned.
banned in like November, so I kind of got cut in half, but it's whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately his TikTok got banned.
And another thing is like, if you're running like I said, I have very close friends that do like, online business models like dropshipping, e-commerce, friend scaling, stuff like that, trading, and a lot of those people, it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot. What do I know about coaching? But like, I feel like it's a lot easier for them to sell coaching because it's like make money online. But for me, it's like super niche down. It's like, if you want to start a window cleaning service-based business, this is what you need to do. And you can post a lot of lifestyle for those online business models because it attracts a lot of people. But for me, it's like I need to post specific content on my niche and then I'll get a lot of people, because it's kind of like that idea of like, oh, you can sell like a prosthetic leg to a war veteran for their left leg and sell it for $1 million. Or you can sell something for, $1,000 and sell it to a million people. So it's kind of like that idea of things that like you can sell something very specific for a very specific business model for a lot of money, or you can sell something very, very broad for, a smaller amount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now with your content, I'm assuming you pretty much just like you could record it and then you just duplicate it on different platforms, right?
Yeah, I mean literally, yeah.
So it's really that simple. So if you're sitting here saying, "Oh, I can't post two times on TikTok or Instagram," you record it once on TikTok or Instagram, and you just repost it on the other platforms. But TikTok is the same exact thing. Unfortunately, with the creator, I don't think you can have a link, right?
I do not. No.
Yeah, I don't think you can have a link. But if you had a link set up, it would be to your YouTube, sending people to YouTube. But that's the same exact thing here with TikTok. Now it's a little bit more lifestyle, just for a simple fact that that's the TikTok audience, and that's what TikTok. What do you call it?
Yeah.
TikTok
Algorithm.
The TikTok algorithm promotes, but it's the same exact thing, and then we'd be sending them to YouTube. But TikTok right now, we're predominantly just using it just to get his face out there and a little bit more exposure. All right, so now we're gonna go over the offer breakdown for Grady's offer. So I'll just let you go through it, exactly the deliverables and the transformation that you promised.
So essentially the transformation that we promise is, you come into the program, you're either looking to start or you're looking to scale your window cleaning business. Let's say you want to start from ground zero. So essentially what we do is in 3 months, we'll take you from where you are now to making $50,000 revenue, or you don't pay. So we show you all the strategies, all the systems and everything that I have inside my business. So everything that, I've used to achieve the success that I've had at my age, my financial systems, my virtual assistant systems, my technician systems, every single system I have inside my business that we show you. And we show you the exact pillar for hiring technicians and a lot of stuff that's just custom tailored to me and like my specific niche in window cleaning, how to hire technicians, how to hire salesmen, how to have a good mental space, how to have your head on your shoulders in terms of when it comes to, technicians quitting and stuff like that. That's pretty much the offer we have. It's a one-on-one coaching program. So it's a one-on-one program. It's not a course. It's a one-on-one coaching program. I just got off a student call like an hour ago. So you have my personal phone number. You call me, text me whenever you want. And that's how it works. It's a one-on-one coaching program. So you get all your answers fast. That's pretty much how it is. So if you don't have $50,000 a month in 3 months, then you can show your money back.
Exactly. So now, for example, you guys may be thinking like, okay, $50,000 a month, 3 months, that might be crazy. But the thing is that when you're working with we make the ICP that we're working with are established business owners. So in order to work with Grady, because you're gonna look at this and be like, okay, how the fuck are you gonna get someone from 0 to 50K? That's damn near impossible in 3 months. But if you already have an established business and you install his systems, and he genuinely believes that he can help you get there, there's no reason why you can't create an offer like this. You know what I mean? Now the exact deliverables are 2 private one-on-one calls every single week, the 3-pillar system. And for his offer specifically, that I'm starting to notice in the B2B space is that people actually buy because of systems. It's not really like group calls or the one-on-one access. It's the actual systems that they are going to get, whether that's ads, whether that is technician hiring
technicians, hiring salesmen. A lot of the pain points that we just talked about in the content: technicians, salesmen, virtual assistants, delegating yourself in operations, training technicians. That is why people buy. People don't really buy because of the one-on-one. They buy because they want to know how to hire a technician and get themselves out of the day-to-day operation.
Exactly. And then you also get access to his personal phone number. One of the biggest things is getting access to the actual creator or the consultant, which is something that people like. And then we have the guarantee in place just because he actually genuinely believes in his offer. So that's exactly how his offer goes right now. One thing we didn't talk about when it comes to marketing is ads. So right now we started running ads, I'll say about a month ago, just because we already validated your coaching offer previously back in June when we were working together that you could make money. And obviously we knew we could make money. So we started running ads. When we did start working on this though, kind of go through the process.
So when we first started running into ads, we were running into the issue of we were finding unqualified leads, and we were running into unqualified leads, and we were targeting only window cleaners when we first started. Any type of window cleaner. If you just started or if you've been doing this for a while, we've been targeting you. So specifically what we did is we switched to Edmund's system of targeting service-based business owners and people that are already making $10,000 per month or more. We've targeted those people instead of just window cleaning service-based business owners. We've targeted service-based business owners and people that are already making money. So we made that pivot after we realized the ICP that we were targeting was not good.
Just like you said, we were targeting window cleaners at the beginning, and then we figured out the total market is way too small, so we switched it to home service. And we've been seeing a lot more results, as you guys can see up here. We spent around $1,500 with ads. We've got one close at $1,000. So like I said, guys, ads is something that's like a long-term thing. It's not just something that, you turn on and you start making money instantly. So we're starting to figure it out, and it's picking up a lot quicker as things are currently going on. Right now, we currently have on 5 different ads. Actually, I just cut them down to 3 as of today, but we had on 5 different ads. We're getting a couple winners here and there. And just currently just testing right now to optimize. To optimize, obviously, for conversions.
And our cost per results isn't even that much too. You can see we spent, we only spent, we're spending with our winners, and we're at like a $40 cost per lead. Like that's pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's not crazy.
Now the only thing is just making sure that the leads I do obviously go through the funnel are fully qualified. Which we're actually testing something out, which I'll talk to you about this off of it or on our meeting later tonight. That I'm going to plan to test out to get more qualified leads. But that's what we're doing right now. The last thing I do want to talk about is the sales process. So right now, like, what part are you actually doing in the sales process, and like, kind of what's happening right now?
So I'm not really doing much in terms of the marketing of getting the actual book calls and the setting. It's more me hopping on calls and being on closing calls and helping close the deal, because my face is more in the stage that we're at with the business, and stage that we're at with the coaching business is I need to still be on these calls, and my social proof needs to be on the calls to help close these people. So the only really part I'm involved in the process in terms of that is the closing process and be on calls.
Yeah, so when it comes to closing, there's a couple parts to it. There's a setting, there's a closing, and there's like the onboarding side of it. The setting part is completely delegated off of this. We have a full-time setter, that hires that handles setting people. They're very, very, very simple setting process. Figure out where they are, where they want to go. Is this a good fit? If it is, and they financially qualify, you add them onto a call. You book them onto a call, and then right now Grady is taking the call. And the reason for that is because we're not getting too many calls every single day, and also for the simple fact of that we need a lot more data on exactly what people actually want on these calls. You know what I mean? So since he's not taking so many calls, and he can take them, that's currently what we're doing. The onboarding process is that after they make the investment, they get added to the Discord, they get his personal phone number, and fulfillment just goes from there. But that's pretty much the OMS system right there, which stands for offer, marketing, and sales, which is exactly what we are utilizing right now for his coaching business to eventually get him to $100,000 a month with within the home service coaching business space. So, Grady, do you have any other final thoughts regarding
Honestly,
anything?
just even talking about $100 per month, like I see that, I think that's more than possible. I think that we will be there, and I think that's just a matter of like dialing down like my marketing, dialing down the short form, and really finding like my niche short form type of content and YouTube getting better content. But no, that's really it. I'm pretty happy with how everything is going, to be honest. And from my perspective, it's going pretty well. We're building a lot of momentum, and we're gonna be going pretty far.
Sweet. All right, boys. So that's gonna do it for the video. If you're a coach, consultant, or a course seller that wants these systems, whether it's to work with me one-on-one or want the system built out for you, there's a link below. It's a type form that if you qualify, you have the ability to book a call. That's gonna do it for the video. Grady, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys next time.